guys, it's Liz from Eating Vegan Simplified. Sorry that I missed 1 week. I was on vacation out of town, but I'm back and I'm cooking, and here's what we're doing today. We're going to do a zucchini orzo pesto dish that's so simple and delicious, and even though it's summertime right now, I still think it's light enough to have. You know, it's not a heavy pasta dish because it's orzo. So anyway, let me start. I have some water going in a pan that hopefully has been heating sufficiently, and I have some zucchini and some yellow squash, and then what I've done is I put like a 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar just to kind of let it marinate, and a little salt and pepper. So that's the little sprinkling on top. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
So I'm not necessarily going to try to put the vinegar in, but I'm just going to kind of just let some of it. It's not very much, but anyway, I just like that it gives it a little bit of a tangy flavor in the dish. So there's not very much left in the bowl, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and saute that. You could saute in oil. I'm trying to have some recipes at least where I'm not using oil, and this is going to be one of them. So I just went ahead and sliced very thin. I don't know if you have a mandolin. If you do, that's great. It will save you a lot of time. I got this thing. I don't know. I just washed it. But anyway, this thing goes over here, and you turn it, and then the slices just fall out. It's really kind of cool. I don't know what it's called. But I could get that information for you, maybe put it below. But anyway, it works really easy, and it saved me a bunch of time, just like I did 1 zucchini and 1 yellow squash, and it was like really fast. Anyway, okay, let me get back to the recipe, sorry. So this is some mushrooms that I chopped up. I'm gonna add that. So it's just a matter of sauteing a bunch of veggies, and then we're gonna put them in. And then also putting in some half cherry tomatoes, okay? So that's all the vegetables that I'm putting in. So if you don't like some of these vegetables, or you don't have some of these vegetables and you have different vegetables, then go ahead and use them, because as usual, my recipes are super versatile. So I'm just giving you what I have in the house or what I like, and it might not be the same as you. So we're just gonna let this break down and get hot. Let's see how high this is. I want it to be a little bit high so it cooks quickly, sort of wok-like, you know? Okay, so in the meantime, before I started with this, I went ahead and took like, this is maybe about 1/2 cup of sliced almonds, and I put it in a pan that was dry, and I just toasted them, just to make them a little, you can see they got a little brown. And the very first thing I did actually was I boiled some water, and then I boiled some orzo. So if you're not familiar with orzo, at first glance, if you want to get in on that, it looks like rice, but it's not rice. No. Orzo is actually pasta, and I believe that in Italian, orzo means barley. I think it kind of looks a little like that. It looks like a grain, but it's really pasta. So anyway, so you could see, I just put a little bit of water in, and I think there's water in the like in the squash that will come out as it. So you could see it's actually almost more watery than I would like it to be. Maybe I should put a little less water next time, but you just never know. You know, sometimes you put a little water in a pan and then it dries up real quick, but it'll evaporate out. But you could see it's not taking very long. Actually, it's almost done. And when it's done, you're just going to assemble, you know, orzo, veggie, almonds, and pesto. So the pesto, let me talk about that for a second. Stay right there. Let me show you. I'm just going to go in my fridge and show you what I bought. So I have a Trader Joe's near me, and they sell this vegan kale, cashew, and basil pesto. I really like it. And if you're lazy like me and don't feel like making your own, this is a really good one. Or maybe you don't have a Trader Joe's near you. So there's lots of store-bought pesto, but a lot of them come with cheese in it. So you might want to just make sure that you're not getting, you know, cheese ones. So look for a one that's vegan. And if you can't find one that's vegan, it's really very simple to make. Usually it's basil and garlic and a little olive oil and whatever seasoning that you would like. That would make it, but I like this one because they're making it with cashew rather than the oil, I believe. And anyway, it's quite nice. It tastes really good, and you know, to me it tastes like any pesto that I would have had. So anyway, good. So now, let's see, I will, trying to decide if I should get a little liquid off. Maybe I will, just because I think it's a little bit too liquidy. So I want you to see what it looks like in there so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't want quite so much liquid because I want it to more, I don't know, sort of fry. So give me a second and let me just do this really quick. And I'm just gonna just try to drain off a little bit in the sink, and I'll be right back because I don't like it so watery. It's you know, a talent that I'm not sure that I have to get liquid out without spilling stuff in your sink, but so far it's going okay. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, that's better. I just need it to be a little less liquidy, okay? So, there it is. A little less liquid, and now I'm going to add my orzo. So, don't forget this orzo is cooked, and then I drained it in. Here's the drainer I drained it in. And this will soak up some of the liquid as well that still remains in there. But, so I'm just adding this. And this is, like I say, it's just pasta that looks like rice, disguised as pasta. Some of it is sticking, that's okay. I'll just use the part that's not. Don't sweat stuff in the kitchen, guys. Nothing needs to be perfect. Okay, so there we go. And now, for all the flavor, putting in the pesto sauce. So I'm using half a cup. If you like it super saucy, use more. Super saucy. Good band name, right? Super saucy in concert. Okay, there we go. You want it to be, you know, so that it could coat everything, but you don't want it to be obnoxious. You know what I mean? So you want it to coat everything, but not overwhelm it. It smells good. It smells really delicious.
Tastes really good too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I made this for you recently. Okay, and then here's the toasted almonds. Let's go ahead and incorporate that. But how easy was this, guys? I mean, it's just a really simple, easy dish. And we have done this. Let me put it in a serving dish. I have ladies coming over today for lunch, and this is what I'm serving. So I try to make these videos aligned with, you know, that I have to cook something anyway. So this way I don't end up with a whole bunch of food that I think, oh my gosh, how are we eating all this? Because it's just me and my husband, so it's a lot of food to make too much. But here's what it looks like. Let me show you. There it is. So we have orzo, zucchini, pesto, extravaganza. I don't know, call it anything you like, but it's really delicious. It smells really good. It's giving me a facial right now. And if you like this recipe, look right underneath the video, because then you'll see a written version of the recipe. There's a little down arrow on the right. And right there also is my subscribe button. Make sure you hit subscribe. I have new recipes every week. Not last week, but usually it's every week, okay, I promise. And I don't want you to miss any. So give it a try, and happy cooking.